mission. A top secret briefing from Dylan. Arnie waits in the chopper till his stogie is lit. Dylan! And then he sees Dylan.
You son of a bitch.
Next, two Jess with an arm wrestling contest.
Some damn fool accused you of being the best.
They haven't seen each other in years, but they're not sentimental.
The CIA got you pushing too many pencils.
So Dylan starts asking about the missions Arnie's passing.
We're a rescue team, not assassins.
The situation is sinister. Dylan explains what they're doing. There's a cabinet minister in the jungle who needs rescuing.
I'm going in with you, Dutch.
Dylan's filling in as chaperone, but Arnie isn't happy.
My team always works alone.
With tons of camo, the commandos are ready to go. They've got guns and ammo and little Richard on the stereo. The helicopter flies over the jungle terrain. You've got Poncho Mac, Billy, Hawkins, Dylan, Dutch and Blaine. There's banter back and forth with every man on board. Blaine says they're slack jawed, he's a sexual tyrannosaur.
Gotta say, what happened to my girlfriend? I said, you know, I'd like a little pussy. He said, me too. Mine's as big as the house.
They land in the jungle and their mission begins. They find Hopper's men all hung up in skins. Billy searches through the undergrowth and comes across a trail. They all saddle up and they follow without fail. Blaine takes all painless out the bag and moves into place. Arnie looks through his binoculars, surveys the rebel base. He packs a truck with C4 and he sets it into motion, careering towards the rebel base and causing an explosion. With the truck as a distraction, Arnie's team attack, catching the rebels off guard before they have chance to react. The guerrillas are all butchered as they fight for survival. Arnie knocks an armed girl out with the butt of his rifle. When she's down on the ground, Arnie gets found, but he quickly hears a sound and he says,
Stick around.
all the hostages are dead and Mac's in charge of finding them.
If it's Central America, I'm a goddamn child.
You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time to bleed.
You got time to duck?
Arnie grabs Dylan and screams. Now Arnie can see why Dylan was sent as his minder.
So cooked up a story and dropped the six of us in a meat grinder.
They argue to and fro about bringing the girl in tow. Arnie says,
This is your baggage. You fall behind and you're on your own.
as Dylan escorts the girl off, he hears a whisper from Mac, who draws a knife from his pack and stabs the scorpion off his back.
Thanks.
The other day, I was going down on my girlfriend. I said to her, geez, you got a big pussy. Geez, you got a big pussy. She said, why don't you say that twice? I said, I didn't.
Billy gets spooked and he stops in a freeze. He thinks he sees something way up in the trees. The girl picks him up and hits Poncho when he's not looking. Hawkins gives chase,
The
but
jungle that came alive and took
she comes stumbling out the undergrowth, looking scared as hell.
Did you find Hawkins?
I can't tell.
Poncho translates a sentence.
Okay?
Bullshit! She said doesn't make any sense.
As they search for Hawkins' body, Blaine steps ahead of the rest. Suddenly something sneaks up, blasts a laser through his chest. Mac grabs a minigun and pumps the jungle full of lead, but only one bullet gets lucky and hits the predator in the leg. The rest of the team arrive and they move into position, firing guns of different caliber till they're out of ammunition. They search the forest for their foe, but they hurry back huffing.
No blood, no bodies. Nothing.
The predator is tending to his leg in a tree. He closes up the wound and he lets out a scream. The team look around and freak at what they hear. Mac's being weird.
Those eyes disappeared.
You know something. What is it?
They need a plan.
There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man. We're all gonna die.
Billy walks off in disgust.
Killed Hopper. And now he wants us.
That night, Mac's on watch. He starts to mumble.
Same kind of moon, same kind of jungle.
Suddenly a flare flies up in the air, and Mac attacks the intruder even though he is scared. He fights for his life with his knife on the ground. The others crowd round the sound of the monster Mac found.
You killed a pig.
He points his torch at the figure, then adds with a snigger.
Do you think you could have found something bigger?
Fuck you! Mac scorns and Billy notices.
Wayne's bloody. It's gone.
The next day they're all shook up and ill at ease. Arnie says what he sees.
He's using the trees.
He doesn't want to end up dead like Jim Hopper.
We make a stand now, or there will be nobody left to go to the chopper.
Blood wasn't the leaves.
Arnie pauses for a minute, then turns to tell the team.
Please, we can kill it.
They set some traps and tripwires and hide in the dirt.
You really think this Boy Scout bullshit's gonna work?
The team lies in wait while Arnie acts as bait. The predator gets snared and the never manages to escape. The trap backfires as the predator breaks free. He fires off a shot and crushes Poncho with a tree. At his wit's end, Mac heads into the jungle for revenge. He's looking for payback for the death of his friends. Dylan chases Mac to bring the sergeant back, then spots the predator and decides to attack. Mac gets his brains blown out the back of his head while Dylan gets his arm shot off and skewered to death. Meanwhile, the rest help Poncho up to his feet and escape across the log as they make their retreat. Billy waits on the bridge while the other three run to take the Predator on in a one-on-one. Arnie and the team can hear Billy scream as they escape downstream away from the scene. There's a shower of red, then Poncho is dead as the Predator blasts their friend in the side of the head. The woman grabs his gun and Arnie kicks it to stop her. Then he turns round and shouts, "Get to the chopper!" Arnie opens fire and misses. The Predator shoots his gun. The woman is stunned, takes his advice and runs. He slips down a slide and falls off the side into a fast-moving river where he's caught by the tide. Before long he's washed up on the bank of the flood, but the Predator didn't see him because he's covered in mud. The ex-Mr. Universe is praying for a miracle, but thankfully the heat vision's now made him invisible. Unable to find him, the Predator leaves for his lair to admire all the skulls and trophies that he keeps there. Arnie sets up his base with no weapons or ammo and makes some booby traps, and he builds a bow and arrow to attract the alien. He builds a big fire at night, then he screams like Tarzan as he sets it alight. As the Predator arrives, Arnie tries to act calm, fire an explosive tipped arrow which damages his arm. The Predator goes berserk, firing in every direction, shooting into the trees, hitting Arnie in the midsection. The mask hits his gas as he takes it off his head.
One ugly motherfucker.
Arnie said he shakes a branch in fear as the Predator gets near. When he connects, he doesn't expect it to be a
Bad idea.
The mandible menace is now up for a rumble, beating the shit out of Arnie as he knocks him through the jungle. He pummels him for ages and he knocks him so far he ends up back in the place where Arnie's booby traps are. He knows he has to lure in the Predator somehow, so he calls out, "Kill me! Do it now!" The Predator ain't dumb and won't be taken for a ride. He spots the spikes and comes at Arnie from the other side. He's still not out of danger though, Arnie's into that. He sets off a booby trap and a log squashes him flat. The monster's not dead, but Arnie won't stop. He jumps up to his feet to crush his head with the rock.
What the hell are you?
The Predator chokes and gasps. He replies to Arnie and laughs before triggering a timer to set off a bomb, cause they're all bad losers where the Predator comes from. The explosion is enormous with a massive blast wave. Arnie dives behind a log but is miraculously unscathed. So battered and bruised, Arnie survived the ordeal cause
Nobody gives Schwarzenegger a raw deal.